Alright, so in this video we're checking out 7 different wireless microphone systems that I've picked up from Amazon. These have a variety of different price points, features, etc. Prices change all the time, and you'll have to check the links in the video description if you want to know what the current price is. There's hundreds of these wireless microphone systems on Amazon. Prices change all the time. I try to pick out sort of a wide range. I think the lowest or cheapest one's around $50, and the most expensive one's around $330, and sort of every price point in between. And the point of this video is not to go in depth into every single one of these systems. There are probably other review videos on YouTube that will cover every little detail of every little feature. I am mainly concerned about how the audio quality is on these systems and how they compare to each other, so maybe you guys can listen to how these sound and make your best decisions on what will work best for you. So if you guys aren't familiar with what a wireless microphone system is, generally they come with a transmitter and a receiver. The purpose or the main reason why people pick up these wireless microphone systems is so that they can move away from the camera or further distance and not necessarily have to be close to the camera and use the onboard camera microphone or some sort of onboard microphone that's on top of the camera. So they're not limited to the distance you are away from the camera using a wireless system. Also, some of these come with 2 transmitters. For example, the DJI one here, this one here from Small Rig, this one here from Mayano. Some of these systems can come with 1 transmitter and 1 receiver only, so there's different versions. I think the DJI one now comes with a single transmitter and receiver as well, so you'll have to check out those individual SKUs for the different versions if you want to see what different prices are, if you're just interested in 1 transmitter. But some of these have 2 transmitters, and that's because sometimes you want to use one for yourself and maybe a person that you're interviewing, and you have a wireless microphone on you and the other person, and so you can have audio from both people. Now obviously I don't have a dual microphone system from all of these, so some of these I don't have that. So we're just going to be testing this based on using 1 microphone or 1 transmitter and 1 receiver. So quickly, here's what all these systems are. So this is the Lensgo, this is the 348C, as you can see on the box there. This is the DJI microphone system. Until recently it was only in this set here with the charging case and 2 transmitters and 1 receiver. I'm not showing all the accessories, of course, on everything here because there's too much to put on the table, but yeah. If you're looking to figure out what kind of accessories come with each one of these systems, check out the product pages. They'll have pictures of all the little cables and everything that should come with these. This one here is the Small Rig W60. So this one here happens to come with 2 transmitters and a receiver. And this case is not a charging case, it just has a pass-through. You can charge everything via USB-C, and they have these little magnetic pins on the bottom, as well as the DJI system also works in the same way. It goes in magnetically and has these pins on the bottom to charge the individual components, or you can also charge them via USB-C. This one here is the Mayano WM820. I believe they have a version that comes with 2 transmitters. The one I have here is just 1 transmitter, 1 receiver. And as you notice here, some of these have the little wind muffs on them. They're usually typically attachable, so some of these don't have them on them attached. If you put them in the case, you can't attach them, so they're detached here. This here is the Hollyland Lark M1. As you can see in the picture here, this one has a charge case with 2 transmitters. The version I have here is a single transmitter, single receiver. Comes in this soft case, and as you can see here, some of the accessories. Some of these come with wind muffs, some of them don't. I believe this one here, the Fotri, this is the WM101, does not, but this is kind of interesting. It has the transmitter inside the receiver, so this is the case. You can see here in this case, some of these have these clips where you can put them onto a cold shoe and attach them to your camera that way, but this is magnetic and it can come off, so if you don't use it, you don't have to. And then this has a charging case, so this will charge has a battery in there that has a receiver that also charges the transmitter, and then this is also put in there magnetically, and has some pins right there for charging. This is the smallest transmitter of the ones that I'm reviewing in this video, and you can see this one comes with a little case to hold everything. They have little bags, so some of them have bags, some of them don't. For example, this Lens Go here has a case. Also, this is a pass-through, charges via USB-C on the side there. There's no battery inside there, but it has pins on these as well on the bottom to charge the batteries inside each of the transmitters and receivers. And then this one here is, I think, the cheapest one. This is the Mayano WM800, and you can see the receiver transmitter combination here. I believe this is the transmitter and this is the receiver. So what I'm going to do for this first part of the testing is I'm going to show you a sample from each of these, but I'm not going to tell you what they are, and so you can kind of listen to them and get sort of make your judgments as to which ones you like, because some people like the way certain things sound and not necessarily others, and I don't want the name, brand, or whatever to influence what you think in terms of your judgments. And then at the end of the video, I'll let you know which one is which. Now, obviously, the elephant in the room is, why am I not showing the Rode wireless microphone system, which I think, for probably the last couple of years, maybe 2020, 2021, was probably the go-to wireless system. It was around $250, $300 for the dual transmitter and receiver system. But most creators now are going for the DJI system now. So this is why I'm featuring this one here in this video, because most people have switched away from Rode to this one. I think mainly because the transmitters are a little bit smaller, and audio quality is a little bit better. Now that's subjective, of course. There's plenty of people that think the Rode system is still good enough and still use it, of course. I've never used that system, don't plan to test that, but because this one's really popular right now, it's so popular that I put off this video for about a month and a half because I couldn't get this. I wasn't able to buy this. I was finally able to buy it, and so now I can present this in this video. But because a lot of people were switching to this, I figured I'd feature this one in this video, not the Rode. I know people are really like, hey, the Rode's the one to go to, but I don't necessarily agree with that. And I think based on the reviews I saw, this one did sound better than the Rode. So I think comparing all these other ones that actually cost less than this one, the DJI, is probably the way to go for this video, and you get an idea of like at what price point you get what kind of video, or what kind of audio quality you get at what price point. Anyway, let's get into the testing here. I'll show you samples. Not going to tell you what it is. I'll have a little letter on the screen, and then at the end I'll tell you which one's which. And then, yeah, let me know in the comments below what you guys think of each of these systems. Alright, so this is microphone number 1, and I'm holding it just a little bit off camera here, so you can't tell what it is. How does the audio sound? How does the audio sound? Testing 1, 2, 3. How does the audio sound? We're just doing an audio test of these microphones. Alright, so this is microphone 2, and again I'm holding it just off camera here so you can't see what it is. Doing an audio test here. How does the audio sound? Is it clear? Is there a lot of background noise? There's a little bit of background noise here on the outside. I can hear some planes and some cars going by, but not sure if the microphone will pick it up. Okay, so this is microphone number 3. How does the audio sound? I just have, again, off camera here. Can't see it. And it's about a foot away from my mouth. I'm not putting them on my shirt just to make sure that the direction where the audio is coming from is consistent. So let me know how this one sounds. Alright, so testing microphone number 4 now. Just holding it off camera here. About a foot away from my mouth. How does the audio sound to you? How's the audio quality? Testing 1, 2, 3. A little bit of background noise coming from the outside over there, but in here should be pretty quiet, so you should have a pretty good idea of what the audio quality coming from this microphone sounds like. Alright, this is microphone number 5, and again, it's just off camera here so you can't see what it is, but it's about a foot away from my mouth. How's the audio quality? Let me know what you guys think of microphone number 5 in the comments, if you think this one, how it compares to the other ones you've heard just now. Alright, so this is microphone number 6. Again, just off of camera here, about a foot from my mouth. Keep things consistent and point in the right direction. So we're here for the audio quality. How is the audio quality of this one? I did adjust the audio gain in this one a little bit. This one's okay, not too quiet. I think probably for most systems you probably won't have to do any kind of adjustment. So what do you think of the audio quality of this one? Alright, so this is microphone number 7. Again, I have it just off of camera here, so you can't tell what it is, but I have it about a foot from my mouth. You can have it consistently, all these consistently pointed directly where the sound's coming from, so you get a good idea of what this audio sounds like. Not a lot of background noise here, a little bit from the outside, but not a lot. Not sure if it's going to be picked up or not, but yeah, let me know what you guys think of the audio quality of this one. This is microphone number 7. So this is microphone 1. This is the faux tree. You can see here this is the smallest one of the bunch. No wind muff on this one. And I have not put these on my shirt because a lot of these are kind of heavier and they'll drag the microphone down and actually end up pointing it away from the speaker. So there's probably a better way to do this, but I'm just holding it a little bit off camera here and about a foot and a half away. Let me know what you guys think in the comments how the faux tree sounds. This one's the cheapest one of the 7 that I'm testing. It's around $40. So microphone 2 is this one here. This is a pretty big transmitter. This is the Mayano WM800. And I did have to do an audio gain adjustment on the camera to boost it up a little bit. It was a little bit on the quiet side, so let me know if this sounds pretty good. It's going to be straight out of the camera and no adjustments in the microphone itself. So microphone number 3 here is this one, the Mayano WM820. And the transmitter and receiver are about the same size. They look really similar to the way the Rode microphone sounds. Receiver does have a audio gain adjustment, but I adjusted the audio gain on the camera itself, and so it should sound consistent around the same level as the other microphones. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below on the audio quality of this one. Okay, so microphone number 4 was the Lens Go. And this one here has the wind muff on here. This has a little clip in the back. You can attach the magnet, and you can probably hear if you're handling the transmitter with the microphones on, you can probably hear the hand rub noises, etc. Even with the wind muff on here. So let me try and just hold it real still while I talk about it. It's about the same size as the Rode, I think, in terms of the measurements. You can go online and compare for yourself what the measurements are to the Rode. It looks about the same size and probably about the same weight, but I've never tested the Rode myself. So again, all these companies, they try and sort of mimic the most popular models out there, and this is obviously no different. This one does have a micro SD card slot here on the side, so if you want to record directly to here, you can do that as a backup recording as well. Micro USB-C or USB-C for charging, of course. Pretty standard here. A lot of these models are kind of like this one here. So let me know what you guys think of the audio quality of the Lens Go. Okay, so this was microphone number 5. This was the small rigged W60. The transmitter is a little, it's a little bit bigger than what you see on the Rode. The transmitter here is a little bit taller than the Rode, but narrower, and a little bit skinnier than the Rode. And the transmitter or the receiver is a little bit bigger than the Rode. It's obviously a rectangular shape, not a square shape. The weight is this feels pretty light, but probably the same as the Mayano WM820. You can see it's pretty thin. These do have a clip here on the back here. Clip to your shirt, and I think there's also a magnet system as well for this one. And there's a little bit of a screen here if you want to see your details that'll show up here on the screen. But we're here for the audio quality. Let me know what you guys think of the audio quality of this one, the SmallRig W60. Okay, so this was microphone number 6. This is the Hollyland Lark M1, and I have the wind muff attached to this one here. So, yeah, let me know if that had any effect. Obviously, you want to use these wind muffs out in the outside when it's windy. It will definitely help. Some of these obviously don't have wind muffs, and I've shown you those that do not, and some of these do. And I think the ones that have the wind muffs do cost a little bit more. It's probably worth it to have that if you're especially going to be recording outside. But yeah, let me know what you think of the audio quality of the Hollyland Lark M1 down in the comments. Alright, so this was microphone number 7. This was the DJI mic. I guess this is considered the gold standard right now. Got the wind muff on here. I did do a slight boost on the audio coming from the receiver on the DJI side. You can do that on the menus on the DJI receiver. And the audio level on the camera is about the same as some of the other ones. So this one's a little on the quiet side, stock, but you can adjust that in the settings on the receiver for the DJI. So I'm not sure if that's going to increase or introduce additional noise or not, but I do want the audio level to be at least loud enough so that you can hear this one compared to the rest of them. But I imagine this one is probably a pretty clean signal without a lot of background noise. Anyway, let me know what you guys think of the DJI mic down in the comments compared to the rest of them. And this one is the most expensive, coming in at about $330 for the 2 transmitter and 1 receiver charging case set. You can get the single transmitter and single receiver, no charging case. I think that one now is coming around $220, so about $110 cheaper if you're just looking for a single transmitter and a single receiver. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Anyway, I think that's going to do it for this video. I just wanted to see how these 7 different microphone systems compared. Obviously, they're different price points, so they're going to have different features, etc. I didn't really cover all the features in depth for each of these, so if you're curious about that, let me know in the comments below. I may do separate videos on these if there's enough interest. I mean, you're gonna have to leave, a lot of people have to leave comments on whether they're interested or not for me to spend time to make in-depth videos, because there's already a lot of in-depth videos on pretty much all of these already. The point of this video was to see how these 7 in particular compared to each other, and I think what's going to matter is the price point for each of those and the quality of the audio. Whether or not, if you want higher quality audio, you probably just have to pay more. But if you're willing to spend a little bit less and have a little bit lower quality audio, of course you can go that way as well. Anyway, curious to see down in the comments what your opinions are of each of these different microphones. That'll do it for this video. Talk to you guys in the next one.